So today we're working on a Lexus GS, and I had a huge order of parts come in last night. I got the new Lexus LS front brakes. I have 2 calipers, 1, 2. Got brake pads. I got discs, and got a whole bunch of stuff for Toyota Camrys. I got some more alternator delete belts. I got 4 timing belts. I got 2 timing belt tensioners, coil packs, spark plug wires. That's all for Camrys. Don't worry about that. So the first thing I did was I opened the box and took a look. I bought drilled and slotted rotors. Super happy about these. They look great. They're going to probably help this thing stop on the dime. We have our new 4-piston brakes. So these are Lexus LE brakes. So to put this in comparison, this is the LS brakes. I'm just going to put this here so I don't drop it. Don't fall. And this is the Lexus GS brakes. Quite a size comparison. There's the caliper bracket for the GS, and there's the factory GS disc. So the first thing I wanted to do is I heard some things online about these things not fitting that well. So this is obviously the wrong side, but it fits. Actually, let's go get the right side. So I'm going to put this one back in the box. Let's get at the other one. There we go. This one's the right side. How you know it's the right side is bleeder nipples at the top and all that fun stuff. So, oh buddy, they don't fit. They hit the steering. Ooh. See all that aluminum dust? It fits. And it all took us me to grind the caliper a bit. Now, I was a little nervous to do it because these are pretty expensive. I believe I paid like 130 bucks for these. Some of you guys might say that's not super expensive, but to me that's super expensive. But that's about 5 hours at work for me just to buy one caliper. These are the GS brakes. I just did try to install it with the GS disc because I'll tell you why. Anyway, hold on. The offset's a little bit wrong, and they're still just a little bit small for this. So I can go a little bit bigger on the disc, which I'm pretty sure the LS brakes will actually do. But the reason why I'm trying to install the GS brakes on the front of this is because I may have clicked the wrong button on Rock Auto. So, as you can see, these beautiful new discs. Yeah, that's right, beautiful drilled and slotted rotors. Oh, does that say rear? Oh my goodness. Did I do it? I definitely didn't. I bought rear brakes for this. Now, I'm not super upset because this thing technically does need rear brakes. It's just I wanted to get the front done. So I guess we're going to buy new pads for the back now, and we have to go back to Rock Auto and buy new front discs. Because what the heck? Might as well have all new discs and pads all the way around. Oh, you know what? I might even bite the bullet and get e-brake pads. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. But whatever. Needs to be done anyway. Might as well do it now. Bodywork is looking pretty good. Pretty good. It's not golden, but she ain't junk. But yeah, so far, LS brake calipers do fit on the GS. You just got to do a little bit of grinding. Once I get the LS discs, maybe I might even have to space this out a bit. I don't know. If I have to space this out a bit, that'd help out a lot. Just put a little washer behind, get a little bit of extra space outward. But we'll have to get those LS brakes ordered today off Rock Auto. And then from that, we'll probably continue this video when the rest of the parts come in. Because what the heck, I kind of messed up. So we will be ordering brakes here soon. So I was looking at wheel bearings, but this is all for the GS. But I will be ordering. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, these wheel bearings fit Supra. Is that a fat Supra? Yes, that's Earl, the fat Supra. So we'll be ordering the rest of these parts here, and hopefully getting them on very shortly. I might just grind the passenger side to get it to fit. And yeah. Well, anyway, let's go back to Rock Auto and order some more parts. So we'll see you guys back here as soon as those come in. We got drilled and slotted rotors. Now, you guys may remember that we did this wheel bearing, but that was a pain. These are off of a Lexus Lexus LS. So these are much, much bigger than factory. So far so good, they fit. Now the hard part is we have to get our nicely painted Lexus LS calipers, install the brakes, and try to put all these together. Actually, I think we can put the brakes on when they're on here. Let's just try to put the caliper on and see if everything fits. They're nicely painted, so don't really want to scuff them up too bad. Here we have our nicely painted Lexus LS calipers. I'm going to try my best not to scratch the paint. Some of you guys might make fun of me for it, but I kind of want this car to look nice. I know it's kind of different coming from where I normally come from with cars. Just keep punching the fenders until they fit, right? Again, my greasy hands are not making a good job of this already. Okay, I got one bolt started, and I've already taken a bit of paint off, so that's awesome. Okay, let's start tightening this down. So I am kind of really praying that everything works. Well, they're on there, and if you take a look, they spin. It's a lot better than what the Lexus GS calipers did. Sorry, disc did, because they weren't offset as much. And these brakes are huge. This is going to be amazing. Let's get the pads installed in here now. I just got to find the box with the front pads. So this thing is huge compared to what was there. Now I've already tried fitting that tire with this disc, this caliper, and it definitely will not work. Now you guys might make fun of me for this. I don't care, but I'm gonna run wheel spacers. Why? Because I want to buy different rims for this, but I want to make sure the offset's right on those rims when I get it. And the wheel spacers were just cheap Amazon ones. They're like $100. 140 bucks or something. So yeah, let me get all this put back in. I'm going to change over the brake line from this one to that one, so I get rid of the old caliper. I'm not going to bleed them yet because I do need help to bleed them, and I want to do it nicely and not get brake fluid everywhere, so I am going to do that when I have either a buddy or a wife over. But let's get the front brakes all put together on this, and then I'll show you what they look like with the wheel spacer and the wheel on. Okay, a little update here. We got the wheel spacer on, we got her torque down, we got the brake caliper, sorry, the brake pads in, the calipers on, we got the brake line on. I used the bolt that came with the new caliper because it's actually a little bit longer, so I figured it'd give me a little bit extra holding power. I used the brand new copper washers on both sides, but the line I didn't have to change. So that's kind of nice. I'm ready to throw the wheel on and see what this thing looks like. I get it, the wheels suck. I get it. They're off of Ford 500. I don't care. They're free, they're 17s, they're brand new tires, and they hold air. Let's get them on and see what they look like. My goal would be 18s, 10 wide or 9.5 wide in the front, 10.5 wide in the back is my goal. But let's get them on here and see what they look like. So pretty much the exact same thing happened over here. The only difference is this pin was a nightmare. It did not go in anything like the other one. Yeah, what a pain in the butt that pin was. But we're just about to throw the tire on the front of this so we can get a look to see how she pretty much sits on the ground. I'm super excited. We still have to do all the rear brakes, so maybe I'll hold off with the sit down until we get all the tires on. But damn, does she look mean. Nice big red brakes in behind there. Let's get that straight. There you go. Look at those brakes. Nice. So we got all the brakes on. They're not bled, so I can't really move the car. But look at that little flash of red in there. Classy. Little sleeper hidden away. So now we got the stopping power. We have drilled and slotted rotors front and rear. We have high performance pads in the rear, high performance pads in the front. All new e-brake in the rear end. Everything's looking good. Now, I haven't seen this car on the ground since I put on these rims and the wheel spacers. So we're just gonna move the stuff out from underneath it. There's all the old e-brake shoes and the rear pads and all that fun junk. Ready? Here she comes. Oh, I'm excited. How good is she gonna look? Oh, it needs to go lower. But now it's actually starting to look a little bit stanced out. Kind of like it. But it definitely needs to go lower. I'm talking like an 1.5 to 2 inches lower. But the wheel spacers definitely make it look a lot more aggressive. The front looks insanely aggressive. The back, not so much. I only wanted 1.5 for the front, but I couldn't find an 1.5 just for a spacer in the front. I had to buy 2 inches. So it actually does stick out farther than I wanted. I wanted it to stick out like this one. But yeah, we will be buying rims for this thing eventually. I just wanted to get it down on the ground and get it to be able to move. So the wheel spacers was a $100 investment just to be able to get it to move. What I'm looking for is like an 18-inch rim, 9.5 in the front, 10.5 in the back kind of deal. Everything I'm finding is like BMW bolt pattern, which is 5 on, I think it's 120, which will not fit this car. So I've been kind of looking at that and seeing what I can do. But we'll try to get this thing out in the sun soon, so we can see what these rims look like. I need to have my wife come home to help me bleed them. But that's your Lexus IS brakes installed on a GS. Hopefully that helped you guys. I didn't know if they're going to fit. I read a couple forums saying they're fit. I read a couple forums saying they wouldn't fit. So I'm overall pretty happy with how these things look and how they fit. And hopefully the stopping power is a big difference, because this thing could not stop before. And soon it will be able to stop. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Zacks Workshop.